In order to ensure the success of your UT tank inspection with ELIOS 3, preparation is key. Start by evaluating the asset. Use all available information to understand the environment you'll fly in. Knowing the structure and geometry helps you adjust settings in advance, like probe arm orientation, the number of couplant syringes, and batteries required. With blueprints or pictures, you can plan the best flight trajectory to minimize field setup time. Start evaluating which arm orientation will be best suited for all the areas where you want to take measurements. Decide how many batteries to bring based on the asset size and flight distance. Always charge batteries ahead of time, but no more than a day before the mission. Batteries automatically start discharging after 24 hours to preserve their lifespan. Bring multiple chargers, as you will go through a lot of batteries quickly when flying with the UT module. Before heading out, inspect the drone's physical integrity. Even a missing cable tie or damaged cage element can compromise the structure and increase the risk of damage in a crash. Check the propellers, ensuring they spin freely, and inspect the motors. Mount the UT gauge onto the drone by turning it clockwise until it clicks. Then connect it to the drone's back port. Choose and mount the LLM and arm extensions based on the mission's needs. Choose the correct probe and mount it at the end of the arm using the titanium thumb screws. For this mission, starting with the 5 MHz probe would be sufficient. Connect the cable to the gauge. Attach the syringe to the UT gauge using the screwing mechanism, ensuring it's secure. Then connect the pump to the probe hood with the couplant pipe. To save time on site, fill syringes with couplant before the mission using the syringe tool. Carry a bottle for situations requiring more couplants, such as rough surfaces. Bring multiple syringes for quick swaps when the couplant level gets low. If the asset evaluation shows the need for a cleaning module, include it in your equipment. By now, your drone should be fully set up with the right probe, hood, and filled syringes. Make sure that the couplant tube is secured properly to the cage to avoid falling into the ducts when flying. Pack everything securely, including your drone and UT suitcase. And you're ready for your mission. Upon arrival at the asset, unload everything from the car. Walk to the specific tank your client wants you to inspect. As always, start with a short briefing explaining the structure of the mission to the involved personnel. Do not forget to add the safety measures and procedures. Open the box and start your pre-flight checks. Ensure once again that the drone is in good condition and that nothing was broken during the transportation process. Once the hatch of the tank is open, grab a battery, insert it into the drone, and power it on. After the drone finishes the initialization, create an asset with the name of the tank and an inspection. Check the battery and maintenance tab to ensure everything is working. Press the probe 0 button and wait a couple of seconds. Then, press the auxiliary button on the RC until the first drop of couplant drips on the probe. If the couplant is not moving in the tube, press the syringe with the red plunger tool while holding the button. Perform the probe calibration with the thickness block if the asset owner provides one. Check that the calibration was successful. Now you can start flying. Start with a reconnaissance flight. Do a 360-degree maneuver over the starting position. Then enter the tank and fly in a spiral to cover the whole surface. Check the overall condition of the facility and the behavior of the drone in the area, while also creating a baseline map of the whole asset for future localization. Land safely and change the battery. Clean the probe. Remember to relocalize before each subsequent flight. Let's start with the north scan line. The client is requesting 3 points per plate. Perform probe 0 and enter the tank once again, flying directly to the first spot. Once close to it, direct the camera upwards to have the probe arm in the field of view. Then use the laser to accurately pinpoint where you want your measurement to be taken. Get the probe in contact with the metal. Evaluate the A scan, capture a point of interest, then remove the probe and proceed to the next location. Repeat for all the plates and scan lines. If there is no scan while attached, press and hold the auxiliary button until it deploys more couplant. If the scan has a lot of noise, then there may be too much rust for the 5 MHz probe to handle. In this case, land the drone, change to the 2 MHz probe, perform the calibration, and try to take the measurement again. If you are still getting bad results, land back and mount the cleaning module. Clean the spot for 10 seconds. Then change back to either the 5 MHz or 2 MHz probe and take the measurement. In between flights, make sure to swap syringes if the couplant level is critical. Clean the magnets if rust is getting stuck on top of them or on the probe, and change the arm orientation accordingly to where you want the measurements to be taken. Once all the points in the 4 scan lines have been taken, you can pack up and leave the inspection site. Back at the office, connect your drone to Inspector and download your flights. While the data is being transferred, start cleaning the equipment you just used. The probe can be submerged in water up to the connector. Use the empty syringes to rinse the couplant tubes with warm water to remove the excess couplant. As soon as the data is loaded in Inspector, go to the UT tab and check once more that the calibration process was done correctly in the field. Next, review all the A scans of your points of interest one by one, choosing the peaks that were not correctly selected by the system. Delete the pictures that do not contain a good scan and create new ones by going frame by frame and selecting correct scans. Finally, check that the number of pictures matches the number requested by the customer, adding criticality level and validation status to each one. Choose the elements that you want Inspector to include in your report and generate it. Upon request, export the raw data of the flights, pictures, videos, CSV files, etc. through the Export tab. Good luck with your next tank inspection.